Hello everyone. So I am going to discuss the topic mapping genomes, which is in your unit 1 of the syllabus. So I am going to discuss the genetic mapping in prokaryotes first, that is part 1. So here I will discuss the conjugation mapping, or you can say the interrupted gene mapping in bacteria E. coli. So this type of mapping helps in determining the gene order in bacterial cells. Mapping genomes is divided into two parts, genetic mapping and physical mapping. Genetic mapping uses genetic techniques such as crossbreeding experiments, pedigrees to map genome in eukaryotes. Genetic markers were used to map genes. In prokaryotes such as bacteria, genetic mapping includes mapping through transformation, conjugation, and transduction. Physical mapping uses molecular techniques to examine DNA molecules directly in order to construct maps showing the positions of sequence features including genes. So if you have gone through my previous slides which I delivered to you, you had now a brief knowledge of what is F plasmid, what is conjugation, and what is high frequency recombination bacterial cells. So briefly I am summarizing the points from those slides. So the point 1 is interrupted mating experiments were conducted on E. coli bacterial cells which undergoes conjugation due to the presence of F factor. The likelihood of transfer of genes can be controlled with some precision through the interrupted mating experiments. F plasmid when get transferred to F- bacterial cells by mode of rolling circle replication mechanism and through the way of conjugation bridges, it gets integrated through rare crossover events into the chromosomal DNA of F- cells. Now the F- cells are called the high frequency cells because due to the presence of F factor, it can again get transferred to F- recipient cells. The question of mapping genes comes when an HFR fragment, through its original gene transfer at its F factor, transfer genes of F- cells which lacks them. The first gene that enters is called the leading gene. The more distant a gene is, the lower is its probability of being transferred. The likelihood of transfer can be controlled with some precision through a technique what is called interrupted mating. In this experiment, conjugation and DNA transfer is allowed to proceed for a predetermined period of time. At the end of allotted time, conjugation is disrupted by agitating the cells, and then cells are immediately plated on selective media to determine the rate of recombination for certain genes. So, number 6 point is important to remember that those genes which are close to the leading gene are transferred first and recombined in a short period of time. Genes that are farther apart from the leading gene takes more time to enter the cells and recombine. Those genes that are quite far apart from the leading gene fails to enter the recipient cell. So in this way, genes can be mapped by determining when they enter the cell. The more the time required to enter the cell, the farther the gene is from the leading gene. So this whole process is called time of entry gene mapping. So this is the diagram showing HFR cell with an integrated F factor. So you can see here in the diagram the F factor is integrated in the HFR, integrated in the F plus cells and becoming the HFR donor cell. And another is F- recipient cell which lacks the F factor. So this slide is showing the conjugation and transfer of chromosomal DNA to the recipient F- strain. So if you can see here, the HFR strain having the F factor has now developed the sex pili, and also one of the sex pili is elongated to form a conjugation bridge, and through that conjugation bridge the genetic transfer is taking place. So F factor is the point where the original replication is present and which initiates the replication for the transfer of genetic material to the F- recipient cell. So this slide is showing the interruption in mating and breaking of conjugation tube. So there is restricted entry of DNA segments carrying certain genes. So you can see there is break in the conjugation tube and part of HFR chromosome has been now transferred in the F minus cells. You can see part of the integrated F. So this is the part of integrated F vector and this is the part of HFR chromosome. So while transferring the genetic segments from the HFR to the F minus strain, so some of the chromosome segment is also transferred to the F minus cells. That means it carries genes from the chromosomal DNA also. So in this figure you can see the HFR chromosome segment that gets integrated into the F minus chromosomal DNA after the transfer. So this is called the recombination of genes. So why this recombination is taking place? Because the introduced HFR chromosomal DNA in the previous slide shows some portion of the chromosomal DNA of the HFR strain. So there is high chances of recombination between the HFR fragment, HFR chromosomal DNA as well as the F minus recipient cells due to the presence of homologous sequences. So in this slide I am showing the F vector orientation clockwise and counterclockwise and the order of gene transfer from the point of origin of F vector. So already we know that F vector is integrated into the HFR chromosome and also it carries the origin of replication. So if you see here in the part A of the figure, you see integrated F vector with an arrow mark. So that is called the origin of replication. Just behind the arrow mark you have the following genes: GAL, LAC and LEU. So when the arrow mark is heading towards the right, okay, the arrowhead or the arrow tip is directed towards the right, you say it is the orientation of F vector is clockwise. That means you see in the figure, you see in the part B of the figure, the order of entry into the recipient cell is now GAL will enter first, then LAC and then LEU. Now you see the part C of the figure. If F vector in the HFR chromosome is integrated in a counterclockwise direction, that is the arrowhead is pointing towards the left, then your gene transfer will be in the order LEU, LAC and GAL. So you can see here the orientation of the F vector now determines the order of gene transfer. So in this slide you can see the whole chromosomal map of E. coli strains using 25 different HFR strains of E. coli. So here you can see the F vector orientation. Some are in counterclockwise, some are clockwise. So each arrowhead denotes the position of the F vector in an HFR strain and the direction in which it enters the recipient cell during conjugation. The gene following each arrowhead is the leading gene for that HFR strain. So by using 25 HFR strain, okay, 25 different HFR strain, a combined map is now generated, what is shown here, with different markers in a particular sequence. So this slide is showing the graphical representation of gene transfer and frequency of recombination. So here the time and the recombination is plotted. For example, the gene which enters first has high frequency of recombination. So if you see the point of 20 minutes, you can see the Asi sensitive gene has high frequency of recombination, that is 85%. Then you have TON A which is 65% and LAC which is 10% of recombination, and GAL B has no recombination frequency at this 20 minutes time. So you can now place the order of the gene. So gene order will be depending on your time of entry is Asi first, then TON A, then LAC and then GAL B. So in this slide, 4 different HFR strains, HFR-H, HFR1, HFR2 and HFR3 were used to construct a chromosomal map of bacterial genes, and those genes are 3 throw, pro, lag, pour, gal, his, gly and thigh. So you can see here the arrowhead, which is either in the counterclockwise direction or either in your clockwise direction. So depending on the direction of HFR strain, you have 4 order of genes. So if HFR H has origin point, you have a gene order throw, pro, lag, pour, gal, his, gly, thigh. And if you consider HFR1 as an origin point, then you have a gene order as throw, thigh, gly, his, gal, pour, lag, pro, throw. Similarly for HFR2 and HFR3. So you can construct a map using different HFR strains, and depending on the time of entry of the genes, you can plot all the genes together in one map. So in this slide, a table is shown where two different strains HFR1 and HFR2 are used to map the following genes. So you can see the genes like Pat, Dus, Tess, and Joe, Patum, Ali. So these are the genes, and with that time is given. So if you take HFR1 as an origin point of transfer, so first leading gene will be Pat, which enters the cell in 10 minutes. After that N, which enters the cell in 15 minutes. Similarly Joe, from the origin point, it enters the cell 25 minutes. So you can see the difference. From the origin point to the Pat, it is 10 minutes, but the Pat and N, the distance between is 5. The distance between Pat and N is 5 minutes. That is because 15 from the origin point minus 10 for the Pat. So you get the 5 minutes of distance between Pat and N. Similarly Joe, the N and toe distance is 10 minutes, because from the origin point the entry of Joe is 25 minutes, so you have to minus 25 minus 10 plus 5, that is 15. 25 minus 15, you will get 10 minutes of difference. So in this way you can order the gene with their time of entry. So this arrow mark point of origin for gene transfer, and gene order is written from the back of the arrow. So in this slide I have put one question to solve. So the question is, in 3 different interrupted mating experiments you obtain the following data for the time of entry of the following genes. So genes are Arch, Met, Liu, Sir, Gal, Val and PHE Fay. All of these experiments were conducted using HFR strains. So HFR1, HFR2 and HFR3 derived from the same original strain of E. coli. So you can see the table, the HFR1, experiment 1, so it has Met in 10 minutes, Val 25 minutes, Leucine 30 minutes, Arch 40 minutes. So like this you have time of entry of these genes. So question here is, you have to determine the order of these genes in the bacterial chromosome and draw a single map showing the position of each of these genes on the bacterial chromosome. So like the previous slide. And then based on the time intervals above, indicate the map distance between each gene. So you have to calculate the map distance between each gene. So expressed in minutes. Also show the origin of transfer and direction of transfer for each HFR strain. So you have to do 3 things here. You have to draw a common bacterial chromosome, okay, showing the position of these genes. Second, you have to measure the distance between the two genes depending on these time intervals from the point of origin of F factor. And third, you have to show the origin of transfer. That means you have to show the orientation of the HFR F factor, whether it is clockwise or whether it is counterclockwise. So this question is almost similar to the previous one. So we try to do. So in this slide I have given 2 questions which I have taken from the CSR previous year question papers. So left hand side the question is a graphical representation to determine the gene order. So two HFR strains, HFR1, ARCH plus, LEU plus, GAL plus and streptomycin plus, and HFR2, ARCH plus, HIS plus, GAL plus, PUR-R and STR-S were mated with an F- strain. That is ARCH minus, LEU minus, GAL minus, HIS minus, PUR-S and STR-R. The results of the interrupted mating experiments are shown as plots A and B respectively. So the strains were selected on STR in the selective medium. Okay, so all the strains are STR resistant. So based on these results, identify which option reflects the order of loci. So you see the plot A, you have just before 10 minutes you have ARCH plus, then in 20 minutes LEU plus entry, and 32 minutes you have like GAL plus entry. And then in plot B you have just before 10 minutes you have ARCH plus entry, and in 10 minutes you have HIS plus entry, and in 32 minutes you have GAL plus entry, and just near to 40 minutes you have PUR-R entry. So you have to combine both the plots and have one gene order. So if you combine, you will have a gene order, that is ARCH plus from the plot A, then you have in 10 minutes HIS plus, so your gene order is going like ARCH, HIS, then you can see from the plot A, after HIS you have in 20 minutes the LEU plus gene transfer, so your order is coming ARCH, HIS, LEU. Then you see in 30 minutes GAL plus from both plot A and plot B, and after GAL there is entry of PUR-R gene. So if you combine both the plot A and B, you have a complete gene order which is ARCH, then HIS, then LEU, GAL and then PUR. So from the option your correct answer will be of course number 2, ARCH, HIS, LEU, GAL and PUR. Similarly, in the second question, the time of entry is given, that is MET 5 minutes, TRIO 17 minutes, STR 25 minutes, PHE 30 minutes, PRO 45 minutes for the HFR1 strain. Similarly for the HFR2 and then for the HFR3. So using the above data, predict the correct sequence of markers on the E. coli chromosome. So you make a circular chromosome and one by one you put HFR1 time of entry. So you put for MET, TRIOS, STR, Phi and PRO. Then plot for HFR2. You will have sequence. So for HFR2 your origin of entry, okay, origin of replication will be near to the STR gene. Similarly for the HFR3 your F factor origin will be near to your PRO. Okay, so you first draw a map, you first draw a circular chromosome and first you orient the HFR1 F factor, okay, counterclockwise or either in clockwise. So and then depending on counterclockwise or clockwise orientation of F factor, you make the order of the following gene MET, TRIO, STR, PHE and PRO depending on their time of entry. So with reference point for the with the reference of HFR1, you now plot other F factor origin for the HFR2 and the HFR3. So I hope you will able to do. So your answer will be number 2 for this question.